Production NC2 and Housekeeping NC2. Congratulations, General Academic Strength. Academic Track, Humanities and Social Sciences Strength. Abdul Ghafor Usman Sulaya. Usman will also receive a training certificate for Housekeeping NC2. Abe Joanne Consolacion. Joanne will also receive training certificates for Bread and Pastry Production NC2 and Housekeeping NC2. Bagao Sendemi Labiano. Cindy will also receive training certificates for Bread and Pastry Production NC2 and Housekeeping NC2. Tabal Relaine Mangguban. Relaine will also receive training certificate for Driving NC2. Cabusas Jofel H. Jofel will also receive training certificates for Bread and Pastry Production NC2 and Housekeeping NC2. Kampong Muamil D. Muamil will also receive a training certificate for Driving NC2. Cario Rowena. Rowena will also receive training certificate for Bread and Pastry Production NC2 and Housekeeping NC2. In Lauren Mariel Dagatan. Mariel will also receive training certificates for Bread and Pastry Production NC2 and Housekeeping NC2. Escalante Erica Jean Puerte. Erica will also receive training certificate for Bread and Pastry Production NC2 and Housekeeping NC2. Ether Jocelyn Gasco. Jocelyn will also receive a training certificate for Bread and Pastry Production NC2 and Driving NC2. Linugin Erica A. Erica will also receive training certificate for Bread and Pastry Production NC2 and Housekeeping NC2. Manggubat John Philip Ayaay. John Philip will also receive certificate for Shielded Metal Arc Welding NC2 and Driving NC2. Marajal Alcalid Lopez. Alcalid will also receive certificates for Driving NC2. Muzur Lailani Taratingan. Ompok Mariel Balanay. Mariel will also receive certificates for Bread and Pastry Production NC2 and Housekeeping NC2. Ontolan Elian Generalao. Ellen will also receive training certificates for Driving NC2. Pamat Vanis Earl sa cabin. Vanis Earl will also receive a training certificate for Driving NC2. Pundara Joseph Jr. Luardo. Joseph will also receive training certificate for Shielded Metal Arc Welding NC2 and Driving NC2. Tapia John Larry Sardilia. John Larry will also receive certificate for Shielded Metal Arc Welding NC2 and Driving NC2. Congratulations, graduating batch of youths. For Technical, Vocational, and Livelihood Track, Aceron Reneries Serenio, Information and Communications Technology Strength. Aceron will also receive training certificate for Computer System Servicing NC2 and Bread and Pastry Production NC2. Albastro Liam Daniel Mariano, Home Economics. Alivio Abelardo Ordineza, Information and Communications Technology Strand. Abelardo will also receive training certificates for Computer System Servicing NC2 and Driving NC2. Amparo Rochelle Dagadan, Information and Communications Technology Strand. Rochelle will also receive training certificates for computer system servicing NC2 and bread and pastry production NC2. Canales Marnie Puaw, Industrial Arts. Marnie will also receive training certificate for electrical installation and maintenance NC2 and driving NC2. Celiero Jerome Paculba, Industrial Arts Track. Jerome will also receive training certificates for electrical installation and maintenance NC2 and shielded metal arc welding NC2. Cruz Darrell May De Paridi, Information and Communications Technology Strand. Daryl will also receive training certificate for computer system servicing NC2 and bread and pastry production NC2. Daligdig Larvian. Larvian will also receive training certificate for computer system servicing NC2 and shielded metal arc welding NC2. De La Cruz Kyle, Information and Communications Technology Strand. Dulier Chelu Saligumba. Chelu will also receive certificates for computer system servicing NC2 and bread and pastry production NC2. Ingreso James Stephen Sagmon, Industrial Arts 10. James Stephen will also receive training certificates for electrical installation and maintenance NC2 and driving NC2. Ether Mark Glenn Canoy, Industrial Arts Strand. Mark Glenn will also receive training certificates for electrical installation and maintenance NC2 and shielded metal arc welding NC2. Fajardo Cherjoy Gomez, Information and Communications Technology Strand. Cherry Joy will also receive certificates for computer system servicing NC2 and bread and pastry production NC2. Formoso Renzi Rose Visagas, Home Economics Strand. Renzi Rose will also receive training certificates for bread and pastry production NC2 and cookery NC2. Hinilia Winnie Hazel Basergo, Information and Communications Technology Strand. Queenie will also receive training certificates for computer system servicing NC2 and bread and pastry production NC2. Geraldo Angelmi Ardines, Home Economics Strand. Aja will also receive training certificates for bread and pastry production NC2, housekeeping NC2, and cookery NC2. Herona Joyce Cañete, Home Economics Strand. Joyce will also receive training certificates for bread and pastry production NC2, housekeeping NC2, and cookery NC2. Verona Ralph Cañete, Industrial Arts Strand. Ralph will also receive training certificates for electrical installation and maintenance NC2 and driving NC2. Junio Michael John Branzuela, Industrial Arts Strand. Michael John will also receive training certificates for electrical installation and maintenance NC2 and shielded metal arc welding NC2. Gladion Edward Ryan Armas, Information and Communications Technology Strand. Edward will also receive training certificates for electrical installation and maintenance NC2 and shielded metal arc welding NC2. Larete Cindy Ann Irma. Cindy will also receive training certificates for computer system servicing NC2. Laroa Joyna Culyamar, Information and Communications Technology. Joyna will also receive a training certificate for computer system servicing NC2. Las Piñas John Lennon Amarga, Industrial Arts Strand. John Lennon will also receive training certificates for electrical installation and maintenance NC2 and shielded metal arc welding NC2. Lianto Jervin Buntilao. Jervin will also receive certificates for electrical installation and maintenance NC2 and driving NC2. Yanto Richelle Molihon, Information and Communications Technology Strength. Richelle will also receive training certificate for Computer System Servicing NC2. Mataganas Jessel Villamor, Home Economics Strength. Jessel will also receive certificates for Bread and Pastry Production NC2, Housekeeping NC2, and Cookery NC2. Maureen Carlo R. Carlo will also receive training certificates for Computer System Servicing NC2 and Driving NC2. Migueles Angelo J. Canque, Industrial Arts Strength. Angelo will also receive training certificates for Electrical Installation and Maintenance NC2 and Shielded Metal Arc Welding NC2. Muego John Lee Balbastro, Industrial Arts Strength. John Lee will also receive certificates for Electrical Installation and Maintenance NC2 and Shielded Metal Arc Welding NC2. Ontolan Gabriel Lara, Information, receive training certificates for Computer System Servicing NC2 and Shielded Metal Arc Welding NC2. Pakulba Brian Lozada, Industrial Arts Strength. Brian will also receive training certificates for Electrical Installation and Maintenance NC2 and Shielded Metal Arc Welding NC2. Panyosa April Jane Sangel, Home Economics Strength. April will also receive certificates for Bread and Pastry Production NC2, Housekeeping NC2, and Cookery NC2. Panyosa Christian Sangel, Industrial Arts Strength. Christian will also receive certificates for Electrical Installation and Maintenance NC2 and Shielded Metal Arc Welding NC2. Plata Rainiel Danilia. Rainiel will also receive certificates of Computer System Servicing NC2 and Bread and Pastry Production NC2. Fuerte Johnny Sismar, Industrial Arts Strength. Reboyan Chris Jubel Bariga, Home Economics Strength. Chris Jubel will also receive training certificates for Bread and Pastry Production NC2, Housekeeping NC2, and Cookery NC2. Saa Marben Halaga, Information and Communications Technology Strength. Marben will also receive training certificates for Computer System Servicing NC2 and Bread and Pastry Production NC2. Salinas Elijah Josh Herosaga. Elijah will also receive training certificates for Electrical Installation and Maintenance NC2 and Shielded Metal Arc Welding NC2. Tesoro Michelle Alimorin, Home Economics Strength. Michelle will also receive training certificate for Bread and Pastry Production NC2 and Cookery NC2. Ungab Jason Domingo, Home Economics Strength. Valero Mile Vincent G, Information and Communications Technology Strength. Mile will also receive training certificates for Computer System Servicing NC2. Congratulations, graduates! You all deserve this moment, and please continue to make us proud. Let us all give them a round of applause, please. And our recognition for your remarkable effort does not end there. Because at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, those students who worked harder and who did beyond what is expected of them deserve the honors. To receive academic and special awards, please come up on stage once your name is called. Makaluluoy Jovi C, Accountancy, Business and Management Strength with high honors. Jovi is also a recipient for Leadership Award, Outstanding Performance in Bread and Pastry Production, Public Speaking Award, and Perfect Attendance Award. Ang Paso sa Harame, General Academic Strand. Sahara is also a recipient for Outstanding Performance in Writing. Tambahuyot Elmarie Z with honors. Elmarie is also a recipient for Outstanding Performance in Dancing. Geraldo Angelme A, Technical, Vocational, and Livelihood track with honors. Requesting the proud parents to please come up on stage and don the medals. With honors, Humanities and Social Sciences strand. Erica is also a recipient for Leadership Award, Outstanding Performance in Writing, and Outstanding Performance in Singing. Muego Jodley B. with honors, Industrial Arts strand. Kidlat Genuine P, Accountancy, Business and Management strand with honors. Genuine is also a recipient of Leadership Award, Outstanding Performance in Arts, and Outstanding Performance in Bread and Pastry Production. Cabusas Jofel H, Humanities and Social Sciences strand with honors. Jofel is also a recipient for Outstanding Performance in Arts, Outstanding Performance in Dancing, and Outstanding Performance in Bread and Pastry Production. Requesting the proud parents and guardians to please come up on stage and don the medals. Congratulations to the Honor Roll of Batch 2022-2023. Meritorious Awardees. Amparo Rochelle D. Information and Communications Technology strand. Rochelle is also a recipient for Leadership Award, Outstanding Performance in Bread and Pastry Production, and Outstanding Performance in Dancing. Another meritorious awardee, Marianas, Princess April S. April is also a recipient for Perfect Attendance Award. Reponte Lunjane Kim D. Lunjane is also a recipient for outstanding